Hello and welcome to another Vinny Talks Yanks. I am your host, Vincent LaRose, and today the Yankees are able to take Game 3 against Detroit in Yankee Stadium. Today was 9/11, so of course I'm going to give my condolences to anybody who lost any family, and I give out all my respect to anybody who helped fight the fires, the attacks, everything that happened on this day, and my respect to every life that was lost. But the Yankees did play baseball today. The president was, in Yankee Stadium. I'm not going to go any farther than that. This is purely about baseball. I'm huge on sports are supposed to be our getaway from the outside life, or the real world, as some will say. So we're going to keep it to baseball today. So the Yankees win today. They scored 9 runs. They gave up 3. So they won 9-3 today. Obviously, we got absolutely embarrassed the first 2 games. Our bullpen, I believe, gave up 13 runs, something like that. It was more than that, right? Because they scored 21 runs, and I think the starting pitching only gave up 3 runs. So 18, 19 runs? It doesn't matter how many runs they gave up, because they gave up a lot of runs, and they looked awful. Everybody in the bullpen struggled, everybody. I mean, I guess you could say Yarborough did his job today, going out after Schlittler, after he had a really good bounce-back start, after, obviously, his not great start against the Blue Jays. And, overall, I'm pretty upset with this series. I am happy we get the win today. Standing-wise, what that does for us keeps the Red Sox behind us. We're no longer tied with the Red Sox. Win percentage-wise, I believe they have one more loss than us. I think it's a half game. So I think we have the same amount of losses. We have one more win, and keeps us 3 back from the Blue Jays. I think at this point, with I believe there's 16 games left in the season, somewhere around there, 15, 16, 17, somewhere in that ballpark. I think it's 16, but the division is very unlikely. We do not play the Blue Jays again, obviously, so we're going to have to rely on other teams, and at this point in the season, we just need to win games and not worry about whether the Blue Jays win or not. Unfortunately for us, when the Blue Jays lose, we also lose, and then when the Blue Jays win, we lose. Today they did win though, and we won as well. The Red Sox had an off day, that's why we were able to get a half game up on them. And we are going into Fenway this weekend. But before we get into that, of course, let's talk about the series. The offense was completely non-existent until today. Aaron Judge, real quick, he hits 2 homers. He now ties Joe DiMaggio for 4th all-time on the Yankees home run list. God, we are just witnessing something great with Aaron Judge, and he's been really fun to watch. He was able to pick up 3 hits today as well, so he retakes the batting average lead while trying to win a batting title, and still in the race for MVP, although I think it's slowly slipping away from him at this point, but I'll make a separate video on that. Anyways, the Yankees played good baseball today, but obviously offense was non-existent the first 2 games. We faced 2 pitchers who had been struggling. Game 2, Jack Flaherty, who had over 6 ERA his last 15 games. He completely shut us down. And then the number 1 overall pick a couple years back, I don't know why I can't remember his name right now for some odd reason. But he also had been struggling. He also has a 4 now, not anymore. Now he's under 3.4 ERA after what is his name? Casey Mize. I don't know why I couldn't think of Casey Mize's name. But going into the game, he had an over 4 ERA, 3.83 ERA now on the season. 2 pitchers that had been struggling, and we likely should have at least beat one of those 2. I think obviously game 1 was extremely winnable. Cruz implodes, and then Leiter comes in and he implodes, and then game 2, I love this so much. You know how I just said 3 seconds ago Leiter implodes in game 1? He comes in and he doesn't implode in game 2, but he does end up giving up a run. Just makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. But the big overall everybody in the bullpen struggled. Duvall struggled, Weaver struggled, Cruz struggled. Cruz have been one of our more reliable guys out of the bullpen. He struggled. Bednar doesn't get into any of these games, so he doesn't come into play here. But as I said before, Leiter struggled. It's just even Tim Hill didn't look the great. I mean, Tim Hill's fine. Who cares? But no, these are all guys. Come postseason time, we need them. We need them big, and they're gonna have to pull off some like 2019 Nationals. Like, I don't know what happened. Wake up at the last absolute second, getting into the postseason. But one thing I would like to see is Judge is starting to get hot again. He's starting to hit the ball again, and I would really, really, really like to see him be hot in the postseason. You guys know this. We all know this. Aaron Judge, when he gets hot for quite a long time. And the past couple of games, he's been hitting well. Let me pull up his recent stats. But I don't know why I blanked there. But Aaron Judge has been hitting the ball well, so it's going to be fun to see if he can finally get it going in the postseason. As we all know, he is notoriously terrible in the postseason. But his last 20 at-bats or his last 7 games, 6 hits, 3 home runs, 3 RBIs. He has 7 walks in that span. 300 average, 500 on base, 750 slugging. But the last 15 games is really where we're looking at. He has a 314 average, 478 on base, 686 slugging. 6 home runs, 7 RBIs, 14 walks. He's just been consistently good, which he hadn't been for a little bit. He was hitting in the 200s for a little bit, and it's funny. I think he was hitting 270s. It's not good for Aaron Judge. It's just crazy. It's better than an average MLB player, but getting Aaron Judge going is key. I know Stanton's in a little bit of a slump. He's basically in his home run or bust mode right now. He's going to either hit an absolute bomb or probably strike out nearly every single time. But hopefully he can get out of that, and we all know what postseason Stanton can do. But the pitching is really the main concern. Even getting a lead, you're worried about it. And the Yankees, although the offense explodes sometimes, more than not are in close games. They are actually in a lot of close games. So we really need the bullpen to just be lights out going into these close games, because you can't have this in the postseason. Again, like I said, it's more than likely that we're going to play against the Red Sox in the wild card series. That's 3 games, all right? Best 2 out of 3. Hopefully we can get the first wild card spot so that can be in Yankee Stadium. But going to Fenway this weekend would be a little bit of a test for that. So hopefully the Yankees can figure the Red Sox out but this season, man, the Red Sox have, just like the Blue Jays, just have had our number. They've played us really, really well. And they are 2 teams I don't want to play in the playoffs. It looks like the way the bracketing is going right now, more than likely we're going to play them in the playoffs anyways. Literally, I think the bracket right now is wild card series right now. Likely Red Sox Yankees could be 1 or 2 seed. They would go against the Blue Jays. So it looks like we're gonna play both teams anyways. Let me check the brackets right now, so make sure I'm not spewing some BS. But the Yankees need to get a handle on the bullpen. The bullpen looks awful. I really don't trust Aaron Boone with our bullpen. So I'm mistaken. It's the other way around. It was the Blue Jays, because they did overtake the Tigers record-wise. But right now the Tigers do have the best record in the American League. But it is still very possible that the Yankees, Red Sox have a wild card series, and then the winner that will go against the Blue Jays, and that worries me mightily, because the Yankees have been so bad against their division this year. We still have another 3 series actually against division rivals, with one Boston and 2 with the Orioles. So, we'll see. But during the stretch of 500 teams as of now, we obviously took 2 games against Houston. We took 2 games against Toronto. We only take the 1 game here. So that puts us at, if my math can hurry up, we are at 5 wins and and 4 losses. We're 5-4 in this and it's not, wow, that took a long time for something so simple. Well, we're 5-4 in this 9-game stretch. Really about what we've been all season. We've been about 500 against 500 teams. So that's not going to win the World Series, so they need to figure that out. But with the whole series being said, we all watched it. We all saw what happened. We all know how bad it was. Going into the Red Sox series, this is the series of the season so far. Whoever wins this series more than likely will probably overtake that number 1 wild card spot. And both teams still have a very good chance to win the division. So we shall see. Really, this series is just going to be a preview for the playoffs. Like I said, it's more than likely as of now, the way the standings work, that the Yankees and the Red Sox are destined to play each other in the postseason, whether that be in the division series or the wild card. And that scares me a lot for the Yankees, because I'd rather a 7-game series in this scenario than a 3 or a 5-game series. The Yankees have just not been able to figure out either team. I think they're going to need a longer series to be able to really figure it out. But this weekend will be a test. More than likely, like I said, the wild card series. So we got Crochet, we got Bayo, we got their guys. They got ours, man. They got Rodon. Jesus. We have Fried going game run against Bayo. And then I'm sorry. Fried and Bayo are Saturday. We got Hill and Giolito going game 1 tomorrow, and then Saturday, like I said, we have Fried and Bayo, both guys who have been very good this season, and then Sunday closing it out, we have Warren and Crochet. So they're getting our 1, our 4, and our 5, and we're getting their 1, 2, and their 4, I believe. I think Giolito's either their 3 or 4, but Giolito's been good this season, so it doesn't matter. It's gonna be this a good series, man. It's gonna be a good series. It's Fenway. It's gonna be a great atmosphere. Hopefully the Yankees can not do what they did in Fenway last time and get absolutely embarrassed. But I think it's just going to be a confidence builder for the Yankees. If the Yankees are, let me get some better lighting in here. But if the Yankees are able to even just take 2 out of 3 here, we don't need a sweep, obviously. 2 out of 3 just gives me as a fan, and I'm thinking the Yankees as a team, confidence that they can beat this Red Sox team in a wild card series if they did have to face them. We're getting their guys. So they're getting our 1, obviously. More than likely in a wild card series, you would probably see Fried, Rodon, and 3-wise, I'm curious what they would go. I don't know if they'd go Heel at the 3, Schlittler at the 3, or Warren I doubt Warren. I doubt Schlittler. I think more than likely, if we did go to a 3rd game, we'd see Heel and Giolito. Game 1 is obviously going to be Fried and Crochet. Game 2 is going to be Rodon and Bayo. So we're getting a preview of exactly what we will be facing. So I'm scared. To be truthfully honest, I'm very scared. The Yankees again have not played the division well. They have not played the Red Sox well, and it's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. But I want to say I believe in them. But just with what we watched, I don't know if we can beat the Red Sox. To be completely honest, I think right now the truth is the Red Sox are better than the Yankees. But sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not going crazy. Yeah, so those maybe Garrett Whitlock, but those are their 3. Those are their big 3. Their pitching has been phenomenal since the All-Star break too. So it's gonna be tough overall, but not a lot more to talk about. We all know what's going on. We all know the bullpen struggles. We all know the offensive struggles in the sense of they are very streaky and they score all their runs in one game when I need them to spread that out over a 3-game set. But tomorrow starts the postseason, in my opinion. Tomorrow is the most postseason game we're gonna get this year until we're actually into the postseason. So I'm gonna end it there. Again, I'm nervous, but I'm gonna end it there. So as always, anybody who is listening on the podcast side or watching on the YouTube side, I appreciate every last one of you. It means a lot to me. If also, as always, if you're interested, I do like short videos, basically not breaking down the games, talking about the games and really the biggest talking points of each game. That's on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. So follow me there, Vinny Talks Yanks, on everything. And as always, everybody have a wonderful day, morning, night, whatever time you're listening or watching to this. And of course, go Yankees.